Okay, here we are. My plan is to do a very swift thing. Looking at these flowers, I didn't expect it to be that pink. Oh, it's opera rose. I didn't think it would be that pink. Okay, what will I do now to begin with? I often feel like I want to start with something that's not so, not the brightest thing. So I'm going to start with making colour for the vase, hopefully. I've actually just used, I'm really swiftly working here because I am in a bit of a rush. So I've just used some of the ultramarine ink. Get some glue out. It's always handy to have a bit of glue available. Actually, I put the glue on paper here that I think would work for the bottom of the vase, maybe. So I'll just stick that on. Maybe that way. And then I've got this piece that I just like to do something for that stripe of blue that runs through it. There we are. And there's another bit for anyone who needs it. For another time, maybe. Sorry, I know if I'm shaking, I am going to be shaking this table, aren't I? Should really move the collage stuff from there somewhere else. I just quite like this book as well for little bits of collage because I feel like I'd like to put a bit more collage on for the pot. I don't know why, I just fancy that. Okay, now, and we should have some masking tape handy here. So I know I didn't start out with it being very straight, but I might as well finish it being straight. And then there's the space here within which the daisy is going to be located. I'm really looking for the swiftest way to explain all of these flowers, really. So what would be the swiftest way to explain the daisy? Maybe to paint the background up to meet it. No, I think I'm just going to get some yellow. Actually got some painted yellow paper here that might work for the center of the daisy. Now I'm aware that it's not this bright, but needs must. Sometimes if you're in a rush, you just want to kind of do the thing swiftly. I'm gonna and there will be some compromise always. I think there is always some compromise. Well, I've got that there. I might as well, seeing as I've got glue everywhere, I might as well indicate the brightest petals with the paper collage. There, something like that. What else have I got here now? I've got oil pastels. I'm probably dropping down. I don't know if you can see the flowers anymore, but you know what's in them anyway. Oil pastels. And yeah, I've got a fair few colours here that I could use. So for example, for the centre of that daisy, I can dull it down a little with this oil pastel. And there's the centre of the other daisy over there, which I will add some yellow to as well, because I want them to read as the same, they are the same flower. So I'm going to put a touch of the same yellow collage on there. I mean, the same type of flower is what they are. And I got out the pink because there's a pattern on the tabletop that's got pink on it. And when I half close my eyes, that tabletop is pretty much generally pink. So again, I think I'll just lay down some masking tape and find a way of explaining. Oh, jeepers. I had opened the ink without realizing it. Maybe I can just use some there. It's very, very bright, isn't it? And then I'm putting some PVA glue down. I'm not sure why. Why did I do that? Maybe it's just simply for the texture. And putting the brush into it wouldn't be the wisest thing either, but anyway, I've done it now. And I suppose what I could do is see if I can find something. And there's certainly some lovely blue flowers in the foreground here. And in actual fact, the pot doesn't go down as far as I put it. So I'm going to put some of these blue flowers kind of floating up into that pot as a nod to the tablecloth that really does occupy more space there. And then if I had a purple now, yeah, so these are kind of purpley. Because those three asters right in the middle there are quite purple, aren't they? It's a great thing, I think, to start off with collage. And then you have it, as I say, the wild goose to tame down. You know what I mean? I often say this, that you can make a wild goose tame, you can't make a tame goose wild. And so what you're aiming for at the beginning is to have something that's got energy in it and freedom, and you know, that can later be honed a little. Now what could I do for the orange, I wonder? I have got some of this golden high flow acrylic I could maybe use with possibly with a stencil. No, let's just try it. No harm. Let's give it a go. It's probably a bit of a mess now, yeah. I didn't really make very good use of that stencil, did I? And then there's a separate flower that's facing us in there. It's not this shape, but it'll do. It'll do for something. So to go some way towards explaining it, you know. Just to say there's orange here and here, and it's going in that direction up there too, that one. Oh no, my time up. Let me just see. Yeah, I really actually do need to go. Look, I've got the green paint out, so I'm just going to do the colour of the crocosmius leaves there, behind the crocosmius. And then there's a fern, and I did have a fern. I did have a fern stencil, so I'm going to use it here. And then I'm going to stop because I have to go and pick up Lily and take her to get her eyes, to get her new glasses. Never a dull moment. Okay, thanks. So that's that. Something happened anyway. Oh my god. Let's take off that. And I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it later on. There's the lovely stimulus there. Okay, thanks for being with me.